G'day folks, welcome to the Art of Teaching podcast. Here we talk about how to become more compelling communicators in the way of Jesus. My name is John Tyson, a pastor here in New York City, and I'm joined by John Mark Comer, founder of Practicing the Way, and Jefferson Bethke, author of Take Back Your Family and To Hell with the Hustle. Welcome to Season 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Art of Teaching podcast. Every once in a while, we like to answer your guys' direct questions via a voicemail that you actually left us and called in. And so we're going to try to do that right now with Marcus from Seattle.
Hi there, my name is Marcus. I am from Seattle. Real quick, question. Have you ever responded like Jonah, not in that you tried to run away from something, but that you did what God asked you to do, and you were still unhappy with the result?
Oh.
And how did you respond? Thank you.
I feel like we got a little bit of a two-parter there, so you guys can take this anywhere you absolutely want for Marcus. But yeah, have you ever responded like Jonah? And I think, one layer there is you ever ran from the call, or have you ever wanted to quit? Or have you felt like he has asked you to, I think this is definitely like a COVID pastor feeling, kind of, I did do what you asked me to do, and it is terrible. I don't like it. I'm unhappy. I'm burned out. So talk about all those layers.
Well, it's interesting. Yes, some of the...
Your answer is just yes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I love New York. I really do. And I also hate New York. I really do. There's so much about it that grieves me. That there's been many times where I want to quit. I want to go somewhere that I perceive to be easier, which I also know is a bit of an illusion. But maybe living in New York could be easier places.
I think there is easier places. I think yes.
No, it's like I've definitely been discouraged. I've definitely thought, what am I doing here? Is this making any difference? I've definitely thought the price is too high. I've definitely been judgmental in my heart, the people of the city. And I don't like that. But so the answer to the question for me is yes. Secondarily, have you done something and it's frustrated you? God's answered your prayer? Well, part of that is pastoring. Yes, I moved to New York to plant a church. Then sometimes the problems of the church make me angry. Wow, I've got a wonderful growing community here. And I'm frustrated at the challenges that can produce at times. So yeah, there can be an illusion. Maybe you see stuff on Instagram or the internet, and you're like, man, they must be weeping daily for the city and just living missional, incarnational lives as they live in a deep, counterformative discipleship. And it's like, you know what, man, this stuff is really hard. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of struggles. There's a ton of discouragement. So I would just say, stay the course, mate.
Hey everybody, John Mark Comer here with my friend John Tyson and Jefferson Bethke. Welcome to the Art of Teaching.
We are so excited about our conference that we're having in Nashville, and we want to invite you to come and join us. This is specifically designed to equip you on how to preach and teach better. We are bringing our favorite communicators in that we can learn from.
And all of our best stuff.
Yes, and we're bringing breakouts for the first time, smaller environments where you're going to be able to workshop some of these key ideas.
All right, guys, I cannot wait. It's going to be an absolute blast. Nashville is going to be incredible. I know a lot of you are going to meet each other and connect on a really deep way. So all the details, all the pricing, artofteaching.co. Back up just a little bit before John Mark answers that. You said yes, and then you kind of just moved on. So like in the sense of yes, I get to those seasons of this, I do not like it here anymore. In small doses, love and hate at the same time. But what do you do when that does get to a pretty serious level in your heart, or just like disgruntledness? What do you do? How do you respond?
I was in a prayer meeting once, and we're praying through Paul's apostolic prayer in Ephesians 1, which says, I've not stopped giving thanks for you, remembering you in my prayers. And I felt like a bolt of electricity come from the pulpit, pierce my spirit and God say, you have stopped being grateful and you've stopped praying for your people.
So you feel like actually the disgruntledness was almost a byproduct of stop praying.
Yeah, man. I was like, you know what? God changes your heart through prayer. It is in the place of prayer. When we're told to love our enemies, you can't love your enemy. but it says pray for them, do good to them. It is in the obedience of what Jesus commands that you have the encounter with the Spirit that reorients your heart. So I often find that, bringing those things before God in prayer is the way my heart changes.
John Mark, what about you? Have you ever felt yourself in that season of, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do it here, or what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think of Paul's line, preach the word, be faithful in season and out of season. And that to me is the greatest challenge of pastoral teaching, is you don't get the luxury of only preaching when you feel
In
it.
season.
Or when you're in season. You have to preach through all seasons, including when you are out of season. And man, there's
That's a great phrase. How you doing, man? I'm
I'm out of season.
I'm actually out of season right now. Yourself?
And most people would probably be surprised. I don't know if this is true of you, John, but if they knew just how close to quitting I came, just how many years of my ministry have been just, Lord, help me be faithful to you.
Yeah.
And, you think the farmer analogy from Paul, like a farmer works the same amount every year.
And sees no fruit
Usually
a lot
in
of it.
drought seasons, he or she works even harder, but you can't control the weather. And that's the challenge of pastoral work, is you have so little control.
I love that. And I think that's a great question, Marcus. And I think what I'm hearing from you guys, and especially towards the end, is be very sensitive and self-aware to how you're feeling and responding. And just to give you an encouragement, I don't think someone asks a question like that unless you're feeling a lot of those things that they're talking about. And so blessings on you, brother. Keep doing it. Keep going. Stay faithful. And we love you.